Hi everybody, this is your orientation video for this course. My name is Steve Miller and I'm your professor for the abnormal psychology. Now I'm really looking forward to delivering this course, and I hope you can find some awesome value in this course for yourself or your future career, or perhaps just rounding out your experience and your perspective. Now, there are some things that we need to review before we get started in the course, so please, I know this is funny me saying this in a video that you're now watching, but please watch this video through to the end, as the quiz, the orientation quiz, which is found in week 1, and I'll show you that shortly. It's found in week 1 folder, and it needs to be completed by September 23rd at 5 p.m. no later. So you have a better part of 3 weeks to complete it. And it's based on the contents of this video and your syllabus. Now in this video, I'm going to highlight a couple of important things that you should know that will help you to get started. Now, let's, things like, what does asynchronous mean? Or, in terms of this class, where in your Blackboard shell can I find the additional supports that I need, or whatever, anything. I'm going to demonstrate where things are and where they are required, where your required documents are, and all other content, your syllabus, your assignment, your journals, the PDFs, the videos, when tests and journals will be and where they are, my contact information and the such. That's what we're going to cover in this video. There's a fair bit here, but it's important in order for you to be successful. So to begin, this course is asynchronous. Now, asynchronous just means that this course can be taken at any time of the day and any day of the week. Now, unlike your synchronous courses or your in-class instruction, they're synchronous. Those are scheduled to where you're supposed to go to a specific room at a specific time and on a specific day or days each week. Now, for the asynchronous, what makes it more challenging is that you have to set up your own schedule for looking at these videos that I make, for reading the ebook, and for doing your work, making notes, doing your assignment. So for the asynchronous, by setting up your own schedule, it's really important that you use a calendar and putting things together to organize your time for the semester as it unfolds. You'll need to find a period of time where you can do about 3 hours. That doesn't have to be done all at once. It's like your synchronous classes. You have 3 hours of class time, and then there's some work time that you do outside of that. For this class, you also have about 3 hours a week that you should be dedicating toward it to complete things and do so in a reasonable way. So make sure you take some time to organize your semester with all your classes in a calendar. Now, before I get right started on giving a tour of Blackboard, there are some things that, we should review about the content for the Abnormal Psychology ebook. So one of the things we're going to be beginning by considering, that we're going to look at in this course for Abnormal Psychology, what is abnormal psychology and what is abnormal behavior. And we're going to be looking at research-based foundations for abnormal psychology, and then we're going to look at a number of different psychological disorders by category. Now, the first 2 chapters that we're going to cover are looking at the basics and introductory of what is abnormal behavior and the research-based foundations for work being done in abnormal psychology. But for the rest of the chapters, they're going to be looking at different categories of psychological disorders. And basically what I've done is I've divided the chapters often into 3 parts. What I've done is I look at the descriptor, that is, what does the disorder look like? And then there's another video that I've created that is the causes. So what might be some of the explanations for the psychological disorders? And then the third video will be treatment considerations. Now, there are a couple of examples in the weeks where there are just 2 videos, and I think there's one where there might just be 1 video. Okay? So let's get started in Blackboard and have a look at what we have here. First things, what you're looking at right now is the introduction to our announcements. This is your landing point coming in. Now, I'm looking at this from a student view, and this is the view that you will likely see. Now, I put things in only two places for you. Either we're going to look at how to contact me, or it'll be in your weekly learning based on your syllabus. Now you may want to check your grades and may need to look at your student help and support. But any announcements that I put up here will be here. Okay, now you start here all the time. Now the first thing you're seeing is your orientation quiz is available. All tests will have this link. And there's the link right there. You can choose to click this link. Let's click it, and it's going to take me to weekly learnings and into week 1 and right to the test. So let's click. There's the quiz right there. It's taking me directly to it. So any of your quizzes or tests will be done directly that way. Okay, we're going to come back. All right, so I'll be putting up announcements pretty much on a weekly basis, so please make sure you take note of what they are. Now, I only put things in two places, so that it shouldn't be hard to find things. If you're trying to contact me, reach out to Steve Miller. We'll go there, and weekly learnings here. We're going to start with how to reach out to me. So let's click on Contact Steve Miller. Now, there's my email. Now, all emails that you send to me must come from your Georgian account. We are not allowed to respond to personal emails, so what you need to do is follow the email protocol, which is every email you send to me must come from your Georgian account. And you need to help me out because I teach 4 different courses. And so if you ask me a question about an assignment and don't tell me basically some information, I don't know that I can help you very, very well. So I have an email protocol. Every email, you must have a subject line. Please do not send an email and not add a subject line. Outlook asks you, are you sure you want to send this without a subject? Say no and add a subject. Even if what you do is just put in abnormal psychology, that helps me out. Give me your first and last name. You might be surprised how many people might have multiple people in my class with the same first name. I need first and last name, and then some reference to which class you're in. So subject line, which of my classes you're in, and your first and last name. I will respond to emails promptly. Okay? If you don't receive an email from me in 2 days, check your sent file. If you didn't put a subject line or your name or my class that you're in, I probably won't be responding to your email. I want that done correctly so that I can help you out the best I can. Now, on Wednesdays are days that I make more videos, so I don't respond to emails on Wednesdays. If you need to set up a WebEx or a Zoom meeting with me, please email me first using the protocol and then offer me a day and a time that you can meet that suits you, and I will respond with, yes, I can do that, and I'll send you the link to the WebEx room or my Zoom room, and I'll have it open, about 5 minutes before we're scheduled to meet. Okay, now let's go to the second place where I keep everything, and that's over here at Weekly Learnings based on your syllabus. So we click there. Now, in this place here, I've done a few things. One, it's all set up by your syllabus. So the first 2 folders, your syllabus and assignments, that's not something set up by your syllabus, neither are the support videos, but every week 1, 2, 3, all the way down to week 14. So everything is here for your entire semester. Now, what's most important, and we're going to start here first, is your syllabus and assignments folder. So when we click on this, now every folder tells you what's in them. So let's go in. The first thing we'll look at here is your syllabus. Now, all of the documents here are PDF. If you click it, it will just open up your syllabus in this case, and all the information of your syllabus is right here. And if you notice, when we walk through the syllabus, we see a few things here. One is your textbook is an ebook. Now, there's a video that I've made on how to locate your ebook. Yes, it is required. It's an important part of this course. It's going to be useful for you when you go through my videos. You can have your book handy to make notes from. It's going to be helpful in terms of your test. You can use your book as an assistance along with your notes for your tests, but the textbook is required. Now, if we scroll down a little bit, you can see there where it says the quiz is open from September 6th to September 23rd, and it closes at 5 p.m. These are all the things that should be put in your calendar. So if we go down to test 2, there it is. That's test 1. And then test 2 is down here. All of them have open and closed dates and times. These are what need to go into a calendar for yourself to keep track of what's expected and by when. We also have videos. I make videos for every document and for every bit of content. So just click and play the video. And I walk through the content of the syllabus. There's your assignment. And in your assignment document, there's also a video of me walking through the assignment where I highlight some of the important elements. So again, I'll click on it. If you're on a Mac like I am, you can just go to download and it will download the assignment, or you can print. But if you're on a PC, I think usually you can right click. I don't know, right click. I don't have the save as, but we have save page as, so it could. But save it and print it. It's important that you have access to it and have access to open and close dates all through the semester. There are no extensions because of missed dates. All the content that you need is in the syllabus to know when things are, okay? Now, in addition, because this is a video assignment, I've made a recommendation to use a website that's called Screencast-O-Matic, and here's the tutorial that I've made that walk you through basically how to use the software. Essentially, this software just opens up and allows you to record your screen. So if you make a PowerPoint presentation, you record the screen, it will also record your voice as you speak to your computer on a microphone, and therefore you have a screen-recorded video with your narrated voice. And that's what the assignment is. Now next we'll look at, because quickly, is you have a journal. And again, there's your journal document. There's the video that you need to check it out. Now, I've also put together it's a semester planner, and really it's just a way of keeping track of content that you're expected to complete in your semester. You can download that and put in all your content for the entire semester of all your courses to help you keep track of what gets completed and what gets handed in. The last document is your course outline. Now the course outline, this is helpful should you be interested in taking additional post-secondary courses from a different post-secondary institution. If you say, look, I've taken abnormal psychology, they may ask, they can see your transcript and see that you have, but they also need to see the course outline to compare. Did they do the same number of hours and cover the same content? So if you think you might need this, download it and hang on to it. Okay, let's move on we'll go on to the support video. So one of the ways you can either click up here on weekly learning or come over here. Either way will take you back to weekly learning, and we can go into support videos. Now in the support videos, I've taken the time to create, now you'll notice I don't have a beard in this particular video, so it was done, let me think, I think I made that in 2019, just before the pandemic. I grew a beard in the pandemic just for fun. Alright, so in the tips here, really what I've tried to do is to sort of put it into 3 parts. The first part is just looking at time management issues. And that's an important element about online courses, especially asynchronous, is managing your time. The second part is going to be looking at strengthening your Wi-Fi connection. Now, I'm not able to do anything about your Wi-Fi at your place. If your Wi-Fi breaks down during a test, you lose the signal, or in some other functional use of Blackboard, I'm afraid that I can't do anything to help you out there. However, I do offer some ways that you can strengthen your own Wi-Fi or your own internet connection that might be an issue for you. All right, so that's an important element that you can do on your own. Now, I've also, in the third part, just looked at some of the supports that we offered on campuses for you to use to assist with your academic career. And then, as I've mentioned, you should get these dates into a calendar everywhere. And so my videos are helpful in that way. Now, the next document is looking at a PDF. Now, why would I be doing that? Well, everything that you post, if you're going to do journal entries in a Word document or in Pages or some other software, I need you to save it in as a PDF so that you can post a PDF. A PDF allows me to see exactly what you wanted me to see without me having to have the same software as you have. So make sure you save your assignments, your journals as a PDF if that's the choice you're going to make. So this just helps you to do it with either a PC, which is your Word document, or Mac with Pages. Must be a PDF document. It's really not very hard to do. It's just something you need to learn how to do. And I've put in a little bit about how to use your device calendar. You may already know how, but maybe you're not familiar with setting up alerts and reminders in advance. So this was just something I made a few years ago to help with that. There's the Screencast-O-Matic. Again, I put this in several locations. It'll also find it, I think, in week 7. But I'm really encouraging you to please watch it early in the semester so you can get a handle on what's expected and maybe demystify that this isn't all that difficult to do. Okay? Okay, let's see. Now we have to look at week 1. Let's go back to week 1. Now this is kind of like how the semester will be. Now notice what I've done is I've put the syllabus and assignment folder here. So everything that was in the other one is here. There's no reason you can't find it. It's there. There's your quiz. This is your alternative way to get the quiz. Just click here, and we're in the same place as we did from the assignment link. And then we have content. And I'll make this kind of content every week. Okay? Now, what we'll do, for example, is you just click the video. And there I am, but maybe that's not big enough for you. So click on the little item. Now it doesn't look particularly sharp, even though it says HD. Click the auto, click on, and then there, better quality. Then just play. Hi, and welcome to. There we go. So that's all you have to do with the videos. Okay, that's what I do and make that ready for you. So make sure you do a good job of looking at them, make your notes, have your e-text near you, and start doing all your work. Now, the only other thing I want to show you here, and I can do it both in one place. I'm going to go down to week 11, because in week 11, this is where you're going to submit your assignment. And as I've indicated, I want the URL share link. Now I have to correct that. Share link. And the PDFs for your script and your research, and it's due no later. That's the latest it can be done, to November 25th at 5 p.m. But let's go in there for a minute. I want to show you how to use your journals. Now this is only for your assignment, but you have 4 other journals to do. Now, unlike your other journals, this one is only to put your research in. So you're going to do a create a journal entry. See this little asterisk here? It means you have to put something in. So you put in journal 2, journal 3, journal 4, or you put in your name. You can put in whatever you want. Then you can either type in your 3 paragraphs here for your journal. This is for the other 4 journals. And if you're doing your assignment, you're just going to put your assignment video there, and then you're going to scroll down, and you're going to find your PDF files that you can put in. You'll just copy and paste the URL from Screencast right here, and you just attach your local files. However, if you're going to do the other 4 journals, when you do create a journal entry, you can put in journal 2 as your title. Type whatever you want to type in here. 3 paragraphs, and then post your entry. Some people prefer to work in Word documents and pages. If that's you, do your 3 paragraphs in a Word or Pages document, save it as a PDF, come to your local files, find that PDF that you made for Journal 2, and then post the entry and it'll be there. All right, so that's basically what you're doing for a journal. Now, the only other thing I really want to be able to remind you about is no extensions. There are no extensions. The only way that I can honor and respect an extension request is coming through the disability office, where the accommodation letters are offered to those students who have documentation for disability, and they will send them out to each of your faculty. Now, where and when and how those accommodations apply, well, when I receive that letter, I will send you an email indicating that I've received your accommodation letter, and those accommodations will be there from the time I receive the letter to the end of the semester. Now, what about those who don't have that? Well, all others, you must follow the academic policies and responsibilities regarding test-taking extensions and the academic integrity. So that's both on you and I. So there are no extensions without the proper adherence to the college policies and procedures. That's your responsibility review. I've made a link in your syllabus to read that, and it's available on the Georgian website. Well, that's the completion of my orientation and walking you through Blackboard. I hope this has been helpful, and I'm really looking forward to getting started with this in this semester with you guys, and I really hope that you get from this course what you're aiming to get from it. So good luck, everybody, and carry on the good work. Bye for now.